So here we are with the Moen Renzo, and it's been acting up where you press the button and nothing happens. So the spray or the pour do not separate. So here we have the head unit that's faulty, the pressure is good, and this is to an outdoor barbecue setup. So basically I want to take this head off by just unscrewing it here, and I'm sure there's going to be, like you see, gunk. We have a lot of sediment here. Clip that right there and take this inside. Outdoor cooking. Go into the house, and I like to work on this station right here. So essentially what we have is this unit. So you just tear it down, take a little screwdriver, put it underneath here. This should pop out easy. Goes in and out. You have a screw that's right in here that will detach this whole unit, but this piece comes out, and you want to just dissect the whole unit so that you could get all the sediment out and soak it. So go ahead and take this piece out. Let it go all the way. So this piece comes out now, like so. Okay, so you have this piece. There's nothing mechanical on this. This is just the housing. And then here you have what is the main brains of the whole function. So what I do is, from time to time, take these pieces off, and usually they say to put a bar across like an Allen wrench, and you could unscrew it, but I don't even tighten it. So you have all these holes, and there's more sediment here. You can see the rocks. So just keep everything. You always want to cover the drain. I'm away from it, and whatever. So this piece right here, so this is the on and off. This is like a little counter pin that stays in between. You really don't need to touch this, but I did find that sediment loves to come and hang out behind here. So you want to give this a little pull, a little tug, and it's in there good. So this will come out. There's a little spring that stays in there, and looks fairly clean. But I want to run some water through it. And I have another unit here that I've practiced on, so I know. So you see how the water comes out really easy from the spray. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm going to run some water gently into this thing. Also, this piece comes out as well. So if you're going to do it, just do it all at the same time. Just get this little guy out of here. And this model is the same model as that one there. And this filter is different on the other one. And I noticed that just now. So I'm going to run water. Sometimes the sediment is so heavy that it actually stays within the housing. So I want to give it a good flush. I'll take, just something long just to push things through. Push things through in case. I don't know if there's anything in there. Just move it. So this pretty much clean. So now I want to put everything back together. So all the pieces that came out after they've been cleaned, get all these little sediments. Just be careful to hold on to it. Just hold on to it and be able to put it back in the same exact way you got it out. This I don't know. This stays in here. It should go further in. If not, it's okay. This little gasket goes back on here. And you could do it the other way, however you feel comfortable. Here. Got it. Sometimes, yeah, I usually throw like a sewing needle through those holes, but I just did it recently and I couldn't figure out why this was happening. So the sediment is so fine, the small rocks find their way in. If you tap it several times, you should be fine. You know, everything will come out. It went in somehow, it'll come out somehow. So then, here there's nothing more you can do. So this goes back in, upside down. And then this gasket. So basically I'm mise en placing everything to get back into place. This piece here, you know, you could check it and see if there's anything in there, but for the most part, there isn't. So now this, make sure this spring, and inside here, the very back, there's a little stem that sticks out. You need to make sure that that fits right in. And remember, this you have to tug out. So you want to put it back in where it was exactly, and you might have to push it down just as long as that spring is set in there. The counter pin will go back in just like that. So now we have this screen that goes back over this. So this piece, just to finalize this task, is good to just knock one task out of the way of the reassembly. So here we go. So now this piece just goes back in here. So now we cleaned out what was behind here. So this is the water travel in and out. So we cleaned those, we cleaned the fine screen, we cleaned the behind this unit. And then now I'm going to put this bad boy together, and just as you did before, just make sure everything falls back into place. Don't tighten anything until you find the groove of everything. And you know, there's the hole lining up. This is all lined up. This is tight. The reason why they say use an Allen wrench is because you really don't have anywhere to grab this to undo it. So the Allen wrench, you could unscrew it, keep it loose. You don't need to tighten it as much as it's tightened from the factory, so it's easy to get to. So, you know, I have nervous hands, so I always try to put this back like so. Make sure my screwdriver is in. And now, the simple reassembly, get this unit back on. Just make sure it goes, you know, here, the fat part obviously will thread into this spot. And then the clip, hopefully this works, or else I'm a donkey. But I took some time to dissect the other one. My dog, I have one of these in my other home, and my dog would always, not my dog, my daughter's dog, would always jump up and grab it for whatever reason and chomp on it. And I was throwing them away. I was finding them on eBay. I really like the style. I like the low arch. And here we go. Let's see if that little fix actually worked. Yeah, sorry for the confusion, but my first video. Alright, so hopefully this works. So we have the steady, and then we have this spray, steady, spray, steady. So that was my little fix. And it looks like it could probably use another sewing pin cleaning. But to get to the gist of what was happening, that's what it takes to make this thing function again. Especially when you have a lot of calcium and buildup wherever you are. This is my kitchen. And that's my garden. So you see, that's why I like to make sure my faucet is working correctly, so I could zen with this view and zen with my hands. So hope this worked. Don't give me a thumbs up, just make it work for you.